Alright, today's video, I'm on the way to the gym. Hopefully it's the only time I address this. It really doesn't really matter, but I'll talk about I shared a little bit on my story for Insta today. I've communicated or engaged in a couple of conversations on the matter. So we'll talk today quickly about the whole GameStop and Wall Street bets saga and what it means kind of thing. I'm not going to go into too much detail. You want to know about short selling and stuff, check out my boy Tyson Jonas. Check out his, I posted that, put that story up. Some good information there. But first thing I'm going to say is with all these, what the stock market's doing at the moment, especially as well as crypto and all that stuff. Look, if your plan and portfolio didn't include gambling and taking huge risks before, then you shouldn't be considering this shit anyway. It's irrelevant. None of this information should matter to you because it's not part of your plan. Stay in your lane, stick to your game plan, and just do you, bro. Bros and gals, you do you, sis. All right? But secondly, for the people who are in on it, because, you just love to be about everything you shouldn't be about, I love the idea, right? I hate big institutions. I hate big banks. I hate the Wolf of Wall Street movie. I like the movie, but I hate the idea behind it. So it's in theory it's really cool, but the reality is where it falls down. So I've got a couple of points, and the first point I'm going to make is everyone hates Wall Street and big institutions, but what you don't understand is they're not investing their money. They're investing mums and dads, retirees, pension funds. If you've ever watched Billions, they did the police fund and the fire emergency services funds and charity funds. They're not investing their money. They're investing people that you'd probably want to support's money. And that's what's sad is you're not bringing down Wall Street. You're bringing down these people as well, But take that aside for a second. The next part, I do love people getting their power back, right? I do love it. It's cool. But what you don't understand, and I explained this on my stories this morning, is that these Reddit or subreddit users are essentially creating the monster they're trying to kill. They're creating their own, unawares, they're creating their own Ponzi scheme, right? Because the initial investors that are part of this on the subreddit theme is that put $1,000 in, whatever you're willing to lose in order to take down these short sellers. Yeah. And you want to know what short selling is? Go watch the other post on it. But essentially, hedge funds betting against the company doing well, right? Paying a premium to do so. That's a gamble from the hedge fund as well. And these subreddit users are wanted to bring this down, and so they all band together. Now the problem is by banding together and boosting up the price, because you got two major ways that a business or a share, like a business being a share that you're investing in, can rise in value, and that's through one is fundamentals, which is cash flow analysis, company analysis, and the basic foundations behind basic fundamental analysis around how the business is running numbers wise. And then you got the alternative, which is volume, right? So the more volume, or I guess you call it speculation, that goes into that stock is going to raise the value, or its capital shares, its market value, and that's going to raise its stock value, right? Now the problem we have is we're saying the poor, the Robin Hood investors, are initially stealing from the rich. I wouldn't say rich, but anyway, they're stealing from the rich, and then they're getting rich in doing so. But then what they don't see is by doing this, they've pumped up or fluffed up this valuation, and they're going to get all these other people who want to jump in board that don't understand the thing behind it, just trying to get rich quick, who are going to put their last $500 into it, but they're going to do it at the peak. And then the Robin Hood investors who got rich are going to sell out their share. Who's going to buy them? These unawares investors that are coming in on the back end. So then the poor get rich and then rob from the poor, right? And then we're going to create this Ponzi scheme, because the new investors, being the unawares poor people, are going to buy the contracts of sale for the shares off the old poor investors from Robin Hood. So the new money is buying out the old money, which is a Ponzi scheme. And then the share price is going to fall back to neutrality. And if de facto, you haven't really helped nothing. You've hurt more people, right? And that's the problem with it. So my whole purpose behind this, I said it in a story this morning, I actually captured it really well, I believe, was very simply the hypocrisy behind it all. Excuse me. Definitely Corona. The hypocrisy behind it all, which is stop hiding behind morality and ethics that aren't really ethical to try and heroism, when reality is that you're just trying to make some money. You want to make some money, go make some money. That's fine, go make some money. I've got no problem with that. But don't hide it behind shit that's not real. It's like politicians, right? That's why I fucking hate politics. You got the left and the right arguing the same points or the same arguments from different viewpoints. And they can't see it. No, you're wrong, I'm right because it is. No, but you're wrong, I'm right because it's the same thing, just with a different viewpoint. Same with religions. Religions have the same argument from a different viewpoint, and no one can see it, and you're a fucking idiot if you can't see that. I'm sick of people, I can't stand it, the hypocrisy behind people saying, you should let us do this, but you shouldn't do that. And then the other person goes, no, you can't tell us we can't do that, but you shouldn't do this. Like, what is that? Are you serious? That's what this is like. We're arguing the same things from different viewpoints, but you can't see the big picture. So, the reality behind it all is, I would love to see something big is going to come with this, right? Something big is going to change in the game for this. They're going to have to regulate it more. They're going to have to do something. They might get rid of short selling. I don't know. But I can't wait to see what happens, because we need to find that balance between institutional investors taking market cap and controlling markets, and giving retail or everyday traders the same access, same level of playing ground. But we also need to restrict the ability for uneducated investors to manipulate markets away from fundamentals, because it's going to affect everyone. It's going to affect your pensions long term, it's going to affect investing long term, that kind of stuff. It's going to turn the market into a complete shambles and a complete gamble. So we need to have something home. But the point that is most important, if none of this shit was in your plan to begin with, it shouldn't matter to you. It should be irrelevant, yeah? It should be irrelevant. Just keep doing you, boo. Bros and sisters, get out there, slap that pavement, work hard, play hard, and just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about trying to make a quick $50 and this and that. That's it from me. Hopefully it helped.